All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Chris Allen Recap 12. And I know I say this in all the Chris Allen recaps, but I think for this one in particular, it might be a little. It might need to be stated a lot. And that's that this one's probably going to be all over the fucking place because I've been thinking of this idea and I don't know quite how to organize it or even talk about it. So I'm just gonna try and figure it out within however much time I take to make this. But as you could tell by the picture here, it is about zombies, and it's about the piece of news we received recently. Or I don't want to say it's set in stone because Treyarch has left-sided us before with Firebase Z and whatnot, but I doubt they'll do that twice, and I'll get into that. So, excuse me. So, what I'm talking about is basically that for Season 2 Reloaded, Treyarch is releasing, what is it called? Sanatorium as a new Outbreak map. And again, it's not set in stone, but people believe in the zombies community, and I will admit I am a part of this belief, that this is the only real piece of zombies content we're gonna get in Season 2. And at the start of Season 3, they've already confirmed that we're getting the Easter eggs for Outbreak maps and nothing else. Now, again, they haven't confirmed that we're not getting the map, but they haven't said that we are, so we're assuming we're not, if that makes any sense. So, what does this do? This kind of put the zombies community and me in a little bit of an upset mood. And the reason is because we kind of have set expectations now. Now, I kind of asked myself a lot of questions like, why do I still play zombies? Do I still enjoy zombies? What is the point of zombies? Because as we've seen with Treyarch now, what they're trying to do is introduce different game modes into zombies, maybe to keep players interested, maybe because there's a content drought, or maybe because they simply think more than one game mode could exist, which, as Outbreak has shown, I think it can. But kind of revisiting my opinions on Outbreak, it is pretty good. It is pretty bare bones. If they improve it, it'll be nice. But in general, I don't play it anymore. Number one, because I'm grinding skins. I'm grinding for Dark Ether, which I'm very close to, by the way. I usually grind like 1 to 2 hours every day. In the morning, maybe even 3. But it's a lot slower in Outbreak. But in general, Outbreak is really fucking boring, and the difficulty ramps up very quickly. And I kind of questioned, like, why do I play zombies? Is it to get to a high round? Kind of yes, kind of no. Because when I was a little kid, in old school zombies, it was harder to get to a high round. And like I've said before, Cold War is the easiest zombies to get to a high round in. And if it's so easy, why don't I do it? Well, I did do it with D Machine, and it took me like a grand total of 7 hours going in and out of game, pausing, relaxing. I did do it. I got to around 117, but I was like, why? Aside from proving a point that I could, I was like, why did I do this? I like zombies, but playing zombies for that long, aside from grinding skins and I guess just putting time in to get battle pass levels, like, why? I like zombies, I would say, up until maybe around 40, because it's, just fun killing zombies and getting stuff for it, like the battle pass rewards. But in general, I kind of like survival more than anything. Now, Outbreak is, in my opinion, a version of survival where you have the rounds that you go through. Round 1, round 2, round 3, and then after round 3 it gets really fucking hard. Well, not really hard, but the difficulty ramps up, and by like round 4 and onward, the zombies' health is like pretty much capped, and they will beat the shit out of you. But in general, Outbreak is really fucking like stale and boring. Like, you're just going through the objectives, just finishing them as fast as you can. They're not particularly interesting. Most of them, I mean, again, just really involve killing zombies. Almost every objective involves killing zombies. The most, I guess, engaging one is probably the holdout mode on some of the maps, like maybe, what was it, Golova, I think, where you're just in that tiny little room and you get fucked if you're past round 5 and you don't have a good setup. But like in general, I do still probably prefer survival, at least for grinding purposes right now. My opinion might change later, but Outbreak is pretty stale. And what I've noticed with zombies is, and what I'm scared for. I'm basically making this video to say I'm scared for the future of zombies. What I'm God, that messed up my whole fucking train of thought. What I'm scared for is basically like with the precedent they set with releasing Firebase Z early, because we had basically no content for a long ass time, and the zombies team knew like, yo, zombies fans are really fucking upset, we're doing them dirty. They released Firebase Z early, so we had this thought that we would get a new survival map at the very least once a season, because we got one in season 1. We thought we were going to get one in season 2, and again, this is going under the assumption that we're not getting one because of Sanatorium coming. We're not getting one in season 2, and we think we're not even getting one at the start of season 3. And, you know, arguably I would say, and rightly so, zombies players are upset, because look at what we're getting. We're getting a Sanatorium map, which is already in the game, so we're not even getting new content. We're getting reused content for zombies that's still going to be the stale, same old thing. I don't know about any of you, but even if they do add a new Outbreak map, it's literally just doing the same shit with a different, like, scenery. And the scenery, in my opinion, does not matter this much for the Outbreak maps because they're such a big scale. It would matter more if it was a survival map. But because it's Outbreak, because it's so big, I don't care what fucking map you put me on. I do the same shit anyway. I take like 2 minutes to run to the perk station or whatever, get what I need to get, you know, do the objectives on the map, which are on any map. The map doesn't matter. Basically what I'm trying to say is the maps for Outbreak don't matter. And them adding a new one, saying, oh yeah guys, we know you're not getting a survival map, but here's an Outbreak map, you should be happy with it. No, I'm not happy with it because, number one, whatever map you're on Outbreak does not matter. It doesn't change what you're doing. It doesn't really change the gameplay in any meaningful way. And number two, it's a reused fucking map. Like, if you put in Transit, I'd be like, okay, this is pretty cool. It's Transit. Like, alright, it's Outbreak, but it's Transit. It's fucking cool. But it's not. It's not Transit, and I'm fucking disappointed. So, basically, what I feel like, I feel basically gypped from a survival map, and instead I'm getting something I don't really want or care for because it doesn't matter. And then the whole thing of Season 3 is, oh, look, you're going to get Easter eggs for the Outbreak map that are probably going to be really easy because this is what Treyarch wants to do now with the Easter eggs. They want to make them easy and accessible for everyone and not really give any meaningful rewards besides maybe a Dark Op calling card, and that's about it. So it's like, they're basically putting irrelevant things into zombies, and it's at the cost, in my mind, of a survival map. Now, again, I want to keep reiterating, even though no one watches my videos, but I feel like, in my mind, this is what people would complain about. I want to reiterate, I don't know if they're going to release the survival map. Again, this is under the assumption they don't. But the second thing I want to mention is the only possible way in my mind this could be somewhat band-aided and remedied in like a player relationship sort of way, like to retain the good relationship they have with players, even though that's dwindling in my opinion for the zombies players, is if they add more perk upgrades, which I already talked about power creep a little bit in another Chris Allen recap. If they add more upgrades and if they just add more guns or some shit, which they're doing with the mid-season update, and you know the crossbow already got leaked, woohoo. But like in general, I'm seeing the trend of we're kind of getting content starved, and we've already been kind of led into a false sense of hope by them releasing Firebase Z early. It was good that they released it, don't get me wrong, we needed it, but it's like, it kind of sucks, because if we're going back to what was originally planned and we're not going to get a map for this long, it really fucking stings. So I'm trying to think, there's a couple more things I want to say on this topic. Just how I'm sad, I'm upset. Okay, yeah, another thing. So I originally started, you know, my opinions on zombies very good, and they're still very good. I still enjoy the game. I don't get on every day and play, you know, 1 to 3 hours of zombies because I hate it. I do it because I like it and because I like grinding, but I do it because I do enjoy playing zombies. It is fun to, you know, just mindlessly kill zombies sometimes. Now, in the beginning of these, you know, opinion videos, I was very positive, or I was very forgiving, I would say, with Treyarch. And because it's COVID, pandemic, all right, guys, maybe you were going to put out more content faster, but COVID hit. You got this, broken game you had to fix and make it your own. All right, fine, I'll give you a pass. But I don't know if it's just the fact that I keep feeling wronged as a Zombies player, but my patience is kind of wearing thinner and thinner, and they're getting less and less of a pass. What they're making is good, and I don't want to take away from, the hard work that people are putting into this, because it does require, in my opinion, hard work, game development in general. But as a player of Zombies, I can't say I am actually satisfied. I can give them a pass for it, but at the end of the day, I'm not really too happy with what's happening, and I have to share that opinion. And I really hope that this isn't going to be the trend of they're going to focus on Outbreak, unless they somehow overdo Outbreak, they keep adding and make meaningful updates, not just, hey guys, here's a new map that doesn't matter, sort of updates. Then maybe I'll like the fact that Treyarch is kind of focusing more on Outbreak than survival maps. Even though survival maps have been the bread and butter of Zombies for God knows how long. But hey, let's just forget about that. This is the thing in the past that always happened, right? The survival maps were always put first. And then the new gimmick game modes were always put second. This time I feel like they're putting Outbreak first, survival maps second. Because I'm going to be honest, the quality of these maps is good, but they're kind of tiny. And I feel like they're kind of just one and done. You're not going to play it for too long. But if they're putting all their eggs into Outbreak, they better make Outbreak a lot better. Because as it stands, it was a good thing as a starting step. But if they keep walking this line and not improving, it's going to probably be really bad for the player base. I don't think people are going to want to play this shit for too long. A new map will not keep us fucking interested. That's just the fucking point of what it is. God, I sound so bad doing this shit. I hate this shit. But anyway, like I said before in another Croissant recap, you just gotta do it. I always stress about doing this shit. I'm just doing it. But anyway, I wanted to say one more thing before I fucking left. What was it? I'm trying to think with this calming music here. I don't remember. I kept remembering it while I was talking, but I want to finish my thought and not go all over the place. Zombies, Outbreak, Survival, Oh, I remember. And I'll leave it off on this point. I probably have some more things I would like to talk about, but I'll probably forget them. I feel further gypped as a Zombies player, and it was because of... I saw some Zombies YouTubers videos. I forgot which one it was, because I watch all of them, ironically enough, or nearly all of them. So they kind of all of the news blends in together, because they all report on the same news, and I keep hearing it over and over again, so I forget who says what. But one of them said that, the crossbow got leaked in Zombies, and it was fun to use, but once it actually comes out, because they removed it, he's not going to use it. And why? Because you have to earn it in multiplayer. And as a Zombies player, I feel gypped, because Treyarch said, oh yeah, we want to connect, Zombies and multiplayer and make a whole shared experience. So if you're just a Zombies player, you can, earn progress towards the Battle Pass, which was a thing for the longest time you couldn't do, at least effectively. They added that in afterward for Black Ops 4, but it was kind of shitty with the tier skips. But in general, they have this whole idea of a shared experience where, you could be just a Zombies player and, still progress in all the things in the game. Well, no, that's a lie, because I can't get most of the new weapons you guys put out unless they're in the Battle Pass, because I have to go and play at least 15 matches of multiplayer doing some sort of nonsensical theatric. And I don't want to do it. I refuse to do it. I don't really like the multiplayer. As more CODs have come out, I think they're fine. I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with this one. I think it's just a COD multiplayer. Obviously, if you're diehard into the COD multiplayer, you might think what I'm saying is bullshit, or you might hate me, but I just think it's fine. It's just mindless. You go in there, you kill, you get kill streaks, you have fun. Maybe the balancing is off, I don't know. I don't care, because that's as far as I'm willing to look at multiplayer and take it. But in general, it still seems like it's very much multiplayer favored, even though, in my opinion, Zombies is the biggest highlight of Cold War. I don't hear people talking about the multiplayer too much unless they're hating on it. I barely hear anything good about the multiplayer on social media, aka YouTube. And the only thing I feel like is saving Cold War is the Zombies. And then they're fucking over Zombies players by not allowing you to earn the shovel or any of the new weapons in zombies. And to me, it's just like ridiculous. So, I mean, to put like a version of, or not a version, to basically put a way of fixing this or putting a solution in a way, my proposal has always been, okay, you don't want to play 15 stupid games of multiplayer, knifing at least 2 people in one life, like what? Okay, I don't want to do that stupidness. So okay, if you want the challenge to be annoying, put it in zombies, and make it like, okay, kill fucking, I don't know, 10,000 zombies with the knife or some bullshit. Like, there's no end to how many stupid challenges they could put into zombies for these weapons. And it doesn't have to be hard either. It could be hard if they wanted to. I don't actually mind that. But just make it so we can get it in any way in zombies. I do not want to play multiplayer for this, but that's just another example of a way I feel zombies players are continuously getting wronged. And it's because of just, I guess they think multiplayer is like good. And they are forcing people to play multiplayer. Not to say we haven't had advancements for zombies players, again with the battle pass. But in general, I still feel like we're kind of getting wronged, and things could always be better. But for this, I feel like there's a lot that needs to be still improved upon. We have made great progress, but there's still a lot that needs to be done. But anyway, before I get too crazy in this video and how it sounds, I already think it's a fucking mess anyway. But you know what? I tried to get my opinions out there. They're out there. I'm just scared for the future of zombies, and I feel like we're not going to get as much content as A, I believe we should get, and B, is it the content that we even want at this point? Because I knew we were going to get content, but if it's going to end up being Outbreak content, like, we might as well have gone just fucking survival maps. Fuck Outbreak. I'm going to say, just kill Outbreak, give us the survival maps, man. Fuck Outbreak if they're just going to give us new maps and silly little Easter eggs as like a main point of, look, guys, we're giving you content. But anyway, that's it. I'm out of here. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I entertained you. I hope something occurred from this video, but I'm out of here. I hope you enjoyed.